Hello Group 1, welcome to your reading. Let's first look at what money karma you may have inherited from your past life or ancestors. The card drawn here is Ace of Pentacles. I can see two ways this karmic energy manifests. The first way, for some of you, you come from a wealthy or privileged background, so your attitude toward money is passive. You may not feel a strong inner desire to pursue wealth, even though you might talk about how much you care about money, but deep down, you don't chase it intensely. You subconsciously know that money is something you always have when you need it. You might even have tendencies toward overspending or wastefulness, but these don't cause serious problems in your life. You have a familiar but distant relationship with money. It gives you material stability, but not emotional fulfillment. Sometimes, when you do chase money, you feel disconnected or unnatural, as if you are following a path that doesn't truly align with your soul. And for others, you do come from a rich background. You hold a conservative view about wealth. You tend to wait for opportunities to come before taking action, rarely taking initiative to seek them out yourself. You rely heavily on steady income or wages, preferring stability over potentials. Regardless of which situation applies to you, it's clear that your past life or ancestors have left you some form of spiritual or material inheritance. At certain destined moments, portions of this wealth are released to you. So whether you were born rich or not, you are spiritually blessed and watched over. However, this also suggests that past life abundance can serve as a foundation, but it remains static or one-directional. It doesn't yet circulate or multiply. Next, let's look at what limiting beliefs have formed in this lifetime. The card we have here is Two of Cups. Your financial energy is closely affected by your romantic or emotional life. You need to overcome relationship karma before wealth can flow freely, and this shows up in two main ways. The first way is codependency. You might rely on intimate connections to feel financially insecure. In real life, this can mean staying in a relationship even love is gone, simply because you worry about the cost of living. While it seems rational, such relationships drain your energy, leaving little room for wealth growth. This keeps your finances stagnant. If you tried to manage shared money, it may not have produced a 1 plus 1 greater than 2. Instead, differences in money values may have caused mistrust or tension. You may also become so focused on relationship issues that you neglect financial growth. The second way is attachment through money. One partner may use money to control or stabilize the relationship. Whether you are the giver or receiver, this deepens emotional dependency. Even if someone gives you financial help, it unconsciously blocks your independent money channel, making it harder to achieve autonomy over time. The appearance of Two of Cups aligns perfectly with the yin-yang symbol stone you chose. Perhaps some of you have heard from astrology or destiny readings that your partner will enhance your wealth, and that can be true. However, love energy should be a bonus, not a requirement for wealth. To truly thrive, you must relive the belief that financial abundance only comes through romantic partnership. Build a complete, independent money mindset. This includes income, expenses, savings, and investments. When you're financially clear and confident, you'll naturally attract a partner in alignment with your vibration, creating that 1 plus 1 greater than 2 synergy. In such relationships, love and wealth flow together harmoniously, mutually enhancing, not dependent. Now let's see what lesson your soul is trying to teach you through your financial challenges or wealth patterns. The card we have here is the World. It's clear that many of you have revisited money lessons across lifetimes, and right now is the most crucial phase of this karmic study. Once you complete it, you'll fully release the struggles and insecurity from past financial cycles. The World card expands upon the Two of Cups. It shows you learning to create a complete inner world through love and money experiences. At the center of this card is a person, surrounded by 4 fixed zodiac signs: Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. Through love and financial challenges, you are activating these 4 guardian qualities within material stability, self-worth, and creative expression, emotional depth and transformation, detachment and higher perspective. Your experiences might also connect to foreign lands or cultures. Because this is the World card, your experiences might also connect to foreign lands or cultures, such as working in international companies, owning overseas assets, or having cross-cultural relationships. So rather just a love or money lesson, this is truly about self-realization. Both romantic and financial experiences lead you back to deeper understanding of who you are. Next, let's explore how to align with abundance energy. The card we have here is Three of Swords. Don't worry, this isn't as scary as it looks. The Three of Swords reminds you to face your fears and insecurities courageously, to accept the unknown and vulnerability. This may not be the comforting message you hoped for. We often wish for divine helpers to remove our challenges, but doing so would prevent yourself from completing this lesson. Also because of this World card, if some of you are seeking to transcend reincarnation in this lifetime, then courage is even more essential. At the bottom of the deck, we have the card of Fool, reinforcing that the biggest challenge is mental and emotional fear of the unknown, self-doubt, and pessimism. You don't need to do more to attract wealth. Like the world, abundance already surrounds you, but your inner resistance can block it. When you fear pain or uncertainty, you also close the door to prosperity. Therefore, your task is to face your fears directly. No one can do this for you. If you stayed in this reading up to this point, instead of quitting at the sight of the Three of Swords, it means you're already awakening your inner strength. You're confronting fear and activating your power, opening the channel for abundance to flow. You're moving beyond sorrow into the Fool's fearless state, ready to embrace prosperity, and that's truly amazing. Finally, let's see what wealth, opportunities, or abundance await you once you conquer this karma. The card we have here is Temperance, and this is wonderful. I've said before that Temperance is one of my favorite energies. It represents harmony between the material and the spiritual worlds. You no longer need to sacrifice one to gain the other. Instead, they nourish each other. And this matches perfectly with the yin-yang energy of the stone you chose. Interestingly, from the road to temperance, you evolve from seeking external guardians to become your own guardian energy. And with the devil at the bottom of the deck, together with the Two of Cups, we see that you'll now be able to face limiting beliefs, unhealthy relationships, and toxic cycles with wisdom and balance. Your defense is not harsh resistance, but a fluid, harmonious strength, like the flow of water that no blade can cut through. And this means internal chaos and external chaos can no longer block your prosperity. Temperance also shows that not only will your financial flow become smooth, but your consciousness and wisdom will too. If you struggle with chronic inflammation or energy blockages in your body, you will begin to improve. Your communication and expression will also become clearer and more powerful. Your words will carry lasting positive influence. I also draw an oracle card for you, and we have Eagle's Medicine. The imagery of endless snowy mountains feels sacred, and combined with the Temperance card, it shows that you operate between two realms. Your experiences and insights in the physical world enrich divine creation itself. Okay, blessings to everyone who chose Group 1. May all be well with you. See you next time. Hello Group 2, welcome to your reading. Let's first take a look at what kind of money karma may be inherited from your past lives or ancestors. The card we have here is Two of Pentacles. I sense that in a past life, you were a clever, flexible, and a practical person. You likely have more than one skill or income stream, perhaps juggling multiple roles. In this lifetime, you carry similar traits. When it comes to money, your intuition is sharp, but as shown on the card, you often focus too much on material growth and overlook your intuitive guidance. The Two of Pentacles tells me that while your multiple pursuits support each other and maintain a state of flow, the energy doesn't seem to expand outward. This may create a situation where when business A flourishes, business B struggles. These ventures give you options and a sense of security, but dividing your energy makes it hard to grow further. They exist in an equal relationship, not hierarchical, meaning neither is deeply rooted nor rising higher. Having two or more options can make you feel safe and fulfilled, but in the long run, it's challenging. Persisting may lead to exhaustion and imbalance in your body. Stopping may create financial or emotional instability. You may experience cycles, sometimes running multiple projects, sometimes doing nothing, and your finances mirrors that rhythm, booming one period, stagnant the next. It's time to reflect. whether your ideal balance stands on a stable foundation, whether your work pattern is sustainable, and whether your intuition has been nudging you toward a deeper path. Now let's explore what limiting beliefs may have formed later in life. The card we have here is Three of Wands. This is a card of hope and a positive vision, but I sense a subtle tone of weary optimism, like a pep talk hiding fatigue. You may often tell yourself, things will get better once I get through this phase, or once I reach this goal, I'll be fine. But life keeps moving. One phase leads to another. One goal opens the door to the next. As we mentioned earlier, your two ventures may look dynamic, but remain at the same level, showing no real expansion. The Three of Wands suggests you may not clearly see your path forward, or progress isn't unfolding as expected, which could cause you to give up before reaching your goals. These two cards together suggest that not only your work and lifestyle, but also your mindset have been cycling between highs and lows. Your limiting belief is tied to how you pursue wealth. You need to shift your focus from quantity to quality, from chasing output to inner transformation. The rule you must break is not an external one, but an internal one. Your perception of how wealth should flow. If you're busy yet not growing, if your projects aren't evolving, and the money doesn't seem to accumulate naturally, take a pause. Reflect on how you can lighten your load and allow money to move with ease. Now let's look at what lesson your soul is trying to teach you through your financial challenges or patterns. The card we have here is Ten of Swords. Some of you may have truly experienced health issues from overwork, perhaps even serious ones, returning to the busy energy of the Two of Pentacles. Maybe you've been eager to build assets and income, but in a rushed, unsustainable way. This connects with the earlier theme of giving up before completion. Not by choice, but because your body and spirit couldn't handle it. Each time this happens, your higher self steps in to end that cycle of forced striving. This may be why you keep rebuilding your financial foundation but never see long-term progress. It's like laying the groundwork for a tower that never rises. Just before you're about to build upward, the cycle resets, a divine intervention to protect your soul. But repeating the foundation stage without visible growth may cause loss of faith or lead to self-doubt, scarcity thinking, or the belief that you can only earn by exhausting yourself. Next, let's see how you can align with the energy of abundance. The card we have here is King of Wands, a confident, ambitious, and visionary ruler. Though this fiery energy drives you to act boldly and decisively, the King's maturity brings wisdom and restraint. You know your pursuit isn't for fleeting thrills, but for lasting prosperity. The King of Wands reminds you that patience isn't about enduring burnout. It's about holding steady when faced with temptation, provocation, or fear. In this noisy age of distraction, don't let every gust of wind shake your stance. From the Three of Wands to the King of Wands, victory is within reach, but a key strategy lies within you. And don't tell me you don't know how to break through. The Two of Pentacles correspond to the High Priestess, meaning you must stop being swayed by external forces and start listening to your inner wisdom. The Three of Wands correspond to the Empress, urging you to create proactively, not passively wait. On the bottom of the deck we have here is Six of Wands, shows victory. Not over time, fame, or sudden wealth, but true mastery. If your destiny is to become an authority in your realm, don't resist it. Walk the path less traveled. And finally, let's see what wealth, opportunities, or abundance await you once you overcome this karmic lesson. The card we have here is Tower. And again, on the bottom of the deck we have here is Six of Wands and Emperor again, just like before. This transformation will completely overturn your financial beliefs and rebuild the concept of wealth creation. You'll undergo profound changes, mentally, spiritually, and materially. You'll start doing things you once thought impossible. You'll let go of what you clung to, maybe a job, a possession, or an outdated mindset, and it brings opportunities you once feared. The change will be bold, even shocking. Prepare some discomfort, mostly psychologically, as you adjust to this new freedom. But since the Six of Wands and Empress appear again, I suspect the outcome will be even greater than imagined. Perhaps you'll be given two winning scripts. And still, both the King of Wands and the Emperor warn against haste. True power takes time and self-mastery, and the Tower here doesn't always mean destruction. It can symbolize long-awaited breakthroughs finally arriving. The symbol you chose is a serpent circling a money sigil. It's telling. Unlike the Ouroboros that bites its own tail, this serpent is open. It means you're finally breaking free from your financial loops. The oracle card we have for you is Dream Traveler. You're a deeply intuitive being, blessed and guided by higher realms. You'll receive messages through visions, especially in dreams. Try writing them down right after waking. Even if they seem fragmented or nonsensical, they may hold your keys to prosperity. Okay, wishing all of you who chose Group 2 great blessings. Until next time. Hello Group 3, welcome to your reading. Let's first look at what kind of money karma may come from your past lives or ancestors. The card we have here is Page of Wands. You are naturally curious and often come up with creative, refreshing ideas. You are also gifted when it comes to sharing or transferring information. The Page of Wands suggests that your past lives or ancestors have passed down to you a pure, primal impulse, a spark that holds the potential to develop into a vibrant, exciting life path. I also sense a strong, clear connection between you and the Creator. No matter what kind of environment you grew up in, you can always feel this pure current of energy. You carry an innocent and open-hearted nature. When meeting people or facing situations, you don't jump to conclusions. You observe with curiosity and open mind. Even if you already know something, you don't let pride make you assume. This is especially beautiful for those in creative or artistic fields. You can find new perspectives and inspirations each time you revisit the same thing. But we know karma is neutral. It always has both light and shadow. The other side of this gift is a tendency toward naivety or idealism that may distance you from practical worldly matters. Early in life, you may have believed that ideals and reality cannot coexist. You may lose patience when learning practical skills or act impulsively, aiming too high, avoiding responsibility, or resisting limitations. When life throws unpleasant challenges your way, you may feel deeply wounded or discouraged, sometimes giving up altogether. Some of you might also struggle with procrastination, always planning but rarely following through. Your financial state may often feel on the verge of success, but not quite taken off. Deep down, you know abundance is possible, but the path may feel unclear. And for some, your career or source of wealth might be connected to distant lands or foreign opportunities. Your ancestors may have left you signs pointing to that direction. Next, let's look at a limiting belief that may have formed later in life. The card we have here is Ace of Cups, with the Nine of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Like Group 1, your challenge is emotionally related, but for you, it's about your relationship with yourself. One limiting belief I sense is a kind of empathetic sorrow, a feeling that if those around you are not well or abundant, then you don't deserve to be either. Even though this card carries positive energy, such empathy may quietly drain your emotional strength. Another expression of this belief extends from your inherited idealism. You may become lost with your inner world, finding it hard to connect with the outside. There's also the possibility of hedonism, getting caught in comfort or pleasure, and losing motivation to pursue growth or wealth, because money can represent your interaction with the external world. The Ace of Cups suggests you may focus too much on your inner experience, neglecting the outer exchange. The Knight of Cups, while showing contentment, also hints at isolation, a beautiful castle but with walls built too high. Now let's explore what lesson your soul is trying to teach you through your financial patterns or challenges. The card we have here is Knight of Pentacles, and we have the Five of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Here we clearly see a tension between idealism and reality, money and emotion. In your financial journey, you may often feel forced to choose between two paths, unable to merge them. In practical life, this may show up as moments when you gain wealth but feel empty inside, or when your heart feels full but your financial flow becomes unstable. The Nine of Pentacles reveals that many of you already live quite comfortably in a material sense. Your soul now wants you to realize that money provides the foundation, but life's meaning is found through rich emotional experiences. The Cup's energy asks you to release disappointments tied to past money conflicts, and let go of excessive empathy, hedonism, or self-centeredness. It's not that there's anything wrong with enjoying a refined personal life, but the cards clearly show a yearning for healthy emotional connection. That means some adjustments are needed. This isn't a compromise, it's a rebalancing, because personal life, partnership, and community life each have their own rhythms and values. The lesson lies in discovering balance among them. You may still choose a more independent life path afterward, but the desire to experience connection will be fulfilled. Next, let's see how you can align with the energy of abundance. The card we have here is Nine of Wands. From the Page of Wands to the Nine of Wands, what a powerful symbol of growth. Though today's reading centers on money, but the Group 3's cards tells a deeper story. It's not only about wealth, but about learning how to connect with the external world, how to live abundantly. Some of you may have believed your karmic lesson was about money, yet once you achieved a degree of material success, you noticed the lesson wasn't over, and realized that money was just a doorway. The shift from the page's innocence to the nine's guarded stance shows a soul that has matured through challenges. Many of you may now be reaching a point of emotional or energetic fatigue. This pressure may come from early disappointment, from defending your ideals, or from holding your boundaries, perhaps even from carrying too much work or in relationships. And in some ways, the Nine of Wands also reflects a victim mentality, a sense of why must I fight so hard? To stand firmly in your ideals while living in the real world takes greater inner strength. But the true strength here means acceptance. Accepting the world's opposing sides can coexist. As your experiences grow, you'll find it easier to hold these contradictions with grace. The Nine of Wands and previously we got the Nine of Cups together reveal a key to abundance. Step out of your ideal world and see familiar things anew. Return to the Page of Wands energy. Rediscover fresh inspiration from what you already know. And in terms of money, if you faced losses before, try it again. Your lesson is not about endless repetition, but about new experiences. With new approaches, new outcomes will come. And finally, let's see what wealth, opportunities, or abundance await you once this karmic lesson is complete. The card we have here is King of Cups, and we have Nine of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Here the story finds its clear resolution. Whether it's love, money, or life challenges, your struggles have revolved around overthinking and dissonance between ideal and reality. You may once have believed your anxiety or insecurity came from lack of money, only to find that even after abundance arrived, something still felt missing. This shows that your relationship with the external world needs a new anchor, a steady connection that allows love and care to flow both ways. Past disappointments may have made you question that anchor, but desire for connection itself is valid. The King of Cups shows that you are becoming emotionally wise and balanced. The repeated appearance of the Nines, those cards signals that you are reaching the final chapter of this karmic lesson. And let me emphasize again, your soul's path is not about endless cycles, but about diverse experiences. So don't let past regrets or unfulfilled desires block your connection with the world. And for the oracle card we have here is Song of the Wild. This card carries the energy of stepping beyond comfort zones and expanding your horizons. Even when doing the same things, try new approaches. You'll gain fresh insights. I love how this card expresses vastness and hope, as if you're discovering new dimensions within the same world. Some things will fade away, and others will certainly stand out with clarity. And this card also encourages you to go out into nature, travel, hike, explore the open air. This is how you recharge your spirit. Okay, blessings to everyone who chose Group 3. May all be well, and I'll see you next time.